Hi, this is Leah from Heal Scotland, and I want to talk to you about letting go and what techniques and protocols we will use at the community. So, as you probably know, the Leah Let It Go Sinclair, I was introduced to letting go about, 12, 15 years ago, and I don't say this lightly, but profoundly changed my life. I was opened up to phenomenal new ways to feel and to see and to be, and much as it's a never-ending journey, I just became passionate about sharing and spreading the word of the power of letting go. I started off with the Sedona method, which is something that I still use to this day, and I teach another 11 protocols which we will be learning at the community. They go along the work from Byron Katie, questioning your thoughts. Are your thoughts true? No, they're not. We use the emotion codes, you tapping into the body's inner intelligence and finding out what trapped emotions are contributing to our health issues. We use the healing codes, another beautiful way to just put out clear intention, to release anything that the body no longer needs. I'm not going to go into all the techniques right now, but we have a plethora of amazing, EFT obviously is another one. That's one of the main ones I use as well. So all these protocols you will learn at the community, and there will be videos on each of the different protocols that you can learn from via the app. Why would you let go? Well, we have accumulated, like the hard drive of our computer, a lot of information since we were basically conceived in our mum's womb. And we're obviously a product of our mother and our biological mother and father's genes, and they are a product of theirs, so it goes way back into ancestral times. We have come in with information in our DNA that may or may not be serving us, i.e. limiting beliefs, traumas, hurts. We know from studies from the Holocaust that victims have passed some of their trauma down onto their children and their grandchildren. So not to scare you in any shape or form, because everybody has their traumas, and some people have a lot heavier and worse trauma in the past than others. But what do we do when we discover that we have old information on our hard drive, which is really quite literally what we're talking about here? The subconscious mind is like the hard drive of the computer. It keeps the score of everything, not just that we did, but that we thought we'd had experienced. So there can be stuff in there that's really trivial and stupid, but if we had a heavy reaction to it at the time, it's still getting held in the body as if that's true. So I won't go into too much detail on that, but we understand now abuse, verbal, sexual, physical, neglect, poor nutrition, how we were fed, how we were weaned, how we were mentored, parented for want of a better word, how we perceived ourselves within our peer group, and so on, college, university, life, whatever. The older you get, the more crap you've collected, obviously. So letting go of the past is absolutely essential for full vitality and health. Letting go of all the beating yourself up, all the self-judgment, all the judgment of others, all the limiting beliefs that hold us back that probably aren't even ours. We've either been given to them by someone else or we've inherited them. So when you start to break down what we believe about ourselves and in this world, and how do we believe that we can heal? Or do we believe we're a victim of the body? Do we believe we can trust in the universe? It's a phenomenally exciting, incredible adventure. Or do we believe that there's a lot of danger out there and it's not a good place to be, and we're not safe and we can't trust? Because one of the big things is trust. Do you trust yourself? Do you have compassion and love for yourself and your fellow human beings, or not? So we need to let go of all the concepts and labels that we've gathered. We need to let go of any hurts and perceived traumas and real traumas from the past. Because if we collect too much of that stuff, it depresses our immune system. So your diet can be clean as a whistle and your immune system still doesn't have the strength to heal. So And I use the word immune system just as you're either healing or you're not. It doesn't always come from the immune system. It's a rebalancing, a reharmonizing. And we need to look at it on every level, the physical, the emotional and the spiritual. What do we believe happens when we die? What do we believe? Where do we believe our family are? Why are we here? All of that stuff. Is it an exciting story or is it a really depressing story? What narrative have we been given and what narrative are we carrying? So all of that and more very exciting stuff is involved in letting go. So that's an overview for you and the reason why it is so important. When you let go of the past, you suddenly have a lot more room to imagine and create a far more empowering future. And that's a big part of what we're going to be doing at the community. Obviously at Lilia Let It Go Sinclair, I'm going to be there for the 12 weeks. We will be letting go at some level every single day. So if you imagine you went on a yoga retreat for 12 weeks, how good at yoga you would be, how flexible, where you would get to with that process, that's what's going to happen in the community. It's the same with the mind. We are going to get to some amazing spaces and places where there is no torture from the monkey mind. There is only peace and space and wonder and joy. So when you sign up with the app, you'll have the opportunity to log into the back and get the videos that will teach you how to let go. I'll see you there. Ciao, ciao.